What's up, guys? Welcome back to Car Studio. I'm so glad to be back. I know it's been a very long time since I've uploaded anything, and I apologize for that. The last few times I've tried recording, just nothing went right. So the video I'm making now is actually my second attempt. The first one I filmed for 2 hours, very in-depth, detailed video on a couple of different things, and there was no audio on any of the footage. I have no idea why. But I've tested, we have audio now, I think, hopefully. We'll see when we start editing. But that happened. I wanted to do a whole series on flipping cars, you know, turning a $1,000 car into $20,000 and buying an investment property. At the time, I guess I just didn't realize how bad inflation was and how it's affected the market. But you can't buy a car for $1,000 anymore, at least not easily. So that series ended before it even started. But I do have plans for another one, and you know, we'll get to that. However, we are going to continue in 2022 flipping cars like we did, working on projects, building BMWs, working on boats, etc. I do have a couple flips. This one in the background is one of them. There's another one outside. And I want you guys to say in the comments what content do you want to see more of in 2022? So last year we redid the Countach boat, and we had several flips. We went and bought my fountain. I did a couple boat videos on that, how-to videos, and you know, the trip going to get it. I think those are always fun, you know, driving somewhere to pick up a new vehicle. But just, you know, let me know in the comments what you would like to see. More how-to videos, or more flip videos, or just project videos. We have several projects still going on. We're going to get to them in the next few weeks. I have, you know, a lot of footage already filmed. Just got to edit it and put the videos out. So stay tuned. If you're not already subscribed, subscribe to the channel. We work on anything with the motor pretty much, and I try and pass off you know, all the knowledge that I have over the years from buying and selling cars and working in different areas of that have to do with vehicles. So let me just get you guys up to speed on the garage situation right now, because I'm always adding and subtracting vehicles. So since I made the last video, I ended up getting that Corvette C6 earlier in 2021, like right at the beginning. I did some videos on the forgotten C6 Corvette and, you know, bringing it back to life. Well, I ended up with it. I worked out a deal with my customer whose car that was. I was just detailing and getting it back on the road for him. Did a pretty big landscaping job as trading work for the car. And he also threw in this 92 S10 that I didn't really want, but he said it was a package deal. I had to take both of them out of his driveway. So there's pictures of both of them here. I ended up selling both of them. I didn't want either car. The Corvette was fun. I drove it for a little while, but just wasn't me. Plus, the color combo is terrible. If it had been like a hardtop or even just a different color combo, I just didn't like the maroon and tan, and it's just not what I want right now. So those were flipped. I did profit off of both of those. Last week, I actually sold my Power Stroke. That truck turned out to be, you know, a really good build. It was fun, but I never had time to finish it. The bed was in primer for like all of this past year. While it was being worked, I just didn't have time to get it painted, and when a project like that doesn't get finished in a timely manner with me, I usually will get tired of looking at it and end up just selling it. So that's what I did, and I still made money off of it, and you know, I'm glad to see it gone. I don't have to look at it or have the stress of driving it around halfway finished and knowing that I need to do so much more to it. So that's done, out of there. Now I can focus on the two main projects I have right now. One of them is my boosted E30. Tons of videos on this car. It's been the star of the channel. The last video I put out, I mentioned how the engine was ready to blow up, and we started taking it apart. In the video coming out next week, we're going to pull this drivetrain out, and if there's time, we're going to pull the oil pan off and see what failed. I'm going to bet money on rod bearings. So right now I've got most of the stuff out of the way. I've got to take off the motor and training mounts and undo, you know, some fuel lines and wiring, and then this is ready to pull out. So it's pretty close to being pulled out. Like I said, next Tuesday, video coming out on this. The other project that we will be covering is my 2013 BMW F30 335i. I drove to Cleveland and picked up an N55 engine that ran but had a little bit of a noise. I took the oil pan off. I got it cheap. I got it for 500 bucks, a full drivetrain, transmission and all, transfer case, drive shafts, everything that I didn't need, but I got the motor. I mainly just needed the short block. I got it and pulled the oil pan off. It spun rod bearing number 4, really bad. And I got with the machine shop. I'm gonna be dropping it off here in the next week or two. I'll do a video of that tear down and also pulling the drivetrain out of the car because we need to use some of the stuff from that. I'm hoping possibly the crank is good in the original motor of my car because it threw a rod, and I don't know if that's possible that it can throw a rod and not damage the crank, but it's worth a shot. If anything, I definitely need at least one rod from that car, and hopefully the machine shop can balance that. All right, let's talk about the first flips of 2022, and that will start with this 2005 C320 4MATIC. Funny story about the 4MATIC part of it. I completely overlooked that when I bought this vehicle. The main thing I was concerned with was that it was a C320 that was not mentioned in the ad, and I drove almost an hour away to get this, and when I got there I looked at the back and lo and behold it was a C320. So it wasn't a base model. This thing's top of the line, has leather heated seats, the M112 V6, which is bulletproof, capable of 300,000 miles plus. I've personally done that in one of these, and this car only has 164,000 miles. So in the next video we'll dive into this car, go over what I did to get it roadworthy because it did sit for a little while, and I got a really good deal on this car, and we'll talk more about that as well, how I got that deal. And for now, you know, I've just been driving this car and enjoying it. It does really well in the snow, and like I said, I drove it the other night and I was so impressed with it being rear-wheel drive that it was handling the snow the way it did. I got home, backed it in, and that's when I noticed that it was a 4MATIC, and that explained why I didn't want to go sideways in the snow. In private property, of course, not on main roads. So yeah, this car's clean, 164K, fully loaded, leather, heated seats, of course, no weird noises, everything in it works. It's a really, really nice car. Next video coming out Thursday, we will go in depth on this one. And then we've got another one here. Let's go check it out. Next flip I bought in the same day that I got this one, actually, is a 2007 Saturn Vue, and it is probably one of the most immaculate vehicles I have bought to flip. I am so impressed by this vehicle. Even though it is a Saturn Vue, it has 140,000 miles, stacks of maintenance records. The body and interior are absolutely immaculate. Let me open it up here. We got a lot of snow here in West Virginia right now, so you can't really tell how nice the body is, but it is super, super nice. See, the door is frozen. Very gently pull on it. It'll help if I unlock it, actually. So, okay. Yep, here's the interior. Sorry, it's really hard. We're gonna do a whole video on this flip as well, but very clean, no dash lights. I don't think anyone's ever sat in the back seat, and it runs and drives awesome. The heated seats work, sunroof, everything on it works. It has brand new tires, new control arm bushings, new windshield, new brakes, rotors, shocks. This car literally is almost flawless. I think the only spot on the body is a little scuff right here you can barely make out, but other than that, it's like a brand new car. So this one's going to sell fast, and this one also is all-wheel drive. Again, I didn't even know they came in an all-wheel drive. I was looking up KBB values on these just to gauge market value of it, and that's when I saw there was an all-wheel drive option, and they usually say it on the back hatch. This one did not, and I thought, oh, it's not all-wheel drive. Then also I thought, well, maybe it was wrecked or something and that was repainted, or somebody took the sticker off. Sure enough, it's all-wheel drive. Crawl underneath those, go to drive shaft. So anyways, video on that. video on the Mercedes coming up, and also video on the E30 and also my F30. So a lot of good stuff coming up, guys. I still haven't winterized my boat. Right now it's in climate controlled storage, but I will be doing some work on it, getting it winterized and cleaned up, and a couple things with the stereo. So we've got a video on that coming up. So if you're not already subscribed, Car Studio, like this video, turn on notifications. I promise I'm going to be way more strict with my uploads, 1 or 2 videos a week. I'm very optimistic for 2022, and I appreciate you guys. Thanks for subscribing in 2021 and growing this channel and getting me over 1,200 subscribers, and there's a lot more coming out. I look forward to it. So see you guys next time.